Soldiers from wars both old and new march down city streets. Flags hang from homes, businesses, even car antennas. Ceremonies remember those who dutifully served their nation. It's Veterans Day, or Remembrance Day, as it's known in much of the world, a time to honor members of the armed forces. And it all began in a railroad car with a document to end the war to end all wars. World War I, also known as the Great War, shocked the global community with its unprecedented toll in human life. Untold millions were killed. Germany was running low on manpower and supplies, so they agreed to sign an armistice, or truce, in the French commander Ferdinand Foch's private railcar. On the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, all was quiet on the Western Front. The fighting had ended. Exactly 1 year later, President Woodrow Wilson decreed that Americans should observe a moment of silence at 11 a.m. to remember the armistice and to embrace the peace. Other Allied nations commemorated the peaceful anniversary as well. In England and Canada, citizens wore paper poppies. Poppies had become a symbol of the armistice. The poem Flanders Field described a one-time battlefield. In Flanders Field, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row. In America, the nation's first unknown soldier was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery on Armistice Day, 1921. He was a casualty of the Great War. Since that first memorial, other unknown soldiers from America's wars have been interred in the tomb. And it's become tradition for the president or one of his representatives to lay a wreath on the monument every November 11th. A resolution was passed in 1926 inviting all Americans to remember Armistice Day and the soldiers who fought so hard for peace. The idea caught on. By 1938, the day was marked with so many ceremonies and parades, Congress made it a legal holiday, giving people the day off work. After World War II and the Korean War, Americans wanted to open up the holiday to include not just World War I veterans, but all who served in combat. In 1954, President Dwight Eisenhower, a World War II vet himself, legally changed the U.S. Armistice Day to Veterans Day, honoring those who served in all American wars. For a brief time, starting in 1971, Congress moved the holiday to the fourth Monday in October, giving Americans a three-day weekend. But most people rejected the idea. The traditional date of November 11th, the anniversary of the Great War's ceasefire, was too historically important to forget. President Ford reversed the law in 1975, returning Veterans Day back to its rightful date. Over the decades, the holiday has changed with the times. Originally, it was a call for world peace. Then in the U.S., it became a day to remember war veterans. Today, Veterans Day is set aside to honor not just those who served in war, but also those who have served their nation in peace.
Hello, I'm Tom Koutsoumpas, President and CEO of Capital Caring Health. I'm honored to welcome you to the Capital Caring Health's Veterans Day recognition celebration. This year's event is virtual due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Even in light of this pandemic, we want to show all veterans that we appreciate your service and your extraordinary sacrifice. We've invited several special guests to join us as we honor our nation's heroes. Because of your bravery and sacrifice, Americans enjoy many freedoms, and all of us at Capital Caring Health are incredibly grateful for your service. Capital Caring Health has proudly served military veterans since our founding in 1977, from young privates to Admiral Hyman Rickover, considered the father of the nuclear-powered silent service. We are here for you and stand ready to meet the needs of veterans and their families. We are truly honored to have an opportunity to give back and provide our service to veterans by delivering high-quality and compassionate care to those who have made tremendous sacrifices by serving in the armed forces. We join with our nation on Veterans Day 2020 to honor and thank you and your families for your selflessness and patriotism. Thank you for your service.
Good day. I am retired Major General Pete Airwood, the Director of the United States of America Vietnam War Commemoration. Today, our nation pauses to honor veterans of all services, all our conflicts, all our wars. This is a day when we pay tribute to all American veterans, but especially to those living among us who served our country honorably during war or peacetime. Your collective service, your individual sacrifices, have safeguarded the cherished concepts embodied in our Constitution. Our country, our family, and our children owe you a debt of gratitude. So on behalf of the Vietnam War Commemoration staff, I offer our humble thanks for your service, your sacrifice. Now, there's a group among you veterans who served during a turbulent time in our nation's history, our Vietnam veterans. Although counted among your noble company, these men and women were not thanked for their service or treated with respect. In fact, the vast majority who served during the Vietnam War period received no recognition at all, no welcome home cheers by friends, and no ceremonies hosted by their communities. We have the opportunity to right that wrong for all Vietnam veterans in the form of our National Vietnam War Commemoration. This commemoration was authorized by Congress, established under the Secretary of Defense, and launched by the President in 2012. Our primary objective, to thank and honor all those who served in uniform on active duty throughout the period of the Vietnam War, regardless of where they served and their families. Thousands of organizations across the country have partnered with us in this noble mission, and we are proud to count Capital Caring Health among them. These partners have hosted nearly 19,000 events, during which more than 3 million Vietnam veterans and their families have been publicly and individually thanked and honored. But there is still more to do. The Department of Veterans Affairs estimates that 9 million men and women served on active duty in the U.S. Armed Forces during the Vietnam War period, with 6.2 million living today in America and abroad. That means 3.2 million Vietnam veterans and their families remain to be honored in the respective hometown neighborhoods. So this Veterans Day, I encourage you to thank every patriot who served this great nation in a military uniform. But I also urge you to seek out and honor Vietnam veterans who so richly deserve our profound gratitude and thanks. To learn more about this national commemoration, please visit our website at VietnamWar50th.com. You can also search for Vietnam War 50th, Vietnam War Commemoration on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Join the nation. Thank a Vietnam War veteran today. Rotate. Hold.
Hello, I'm Christina Mumm, Regent of the John Alexander Chapter, National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, located in Alexandria, Virginia. And I'd like to say thank you to the John Carlisle home in Alexandria for being able to film here this evening. This is an opportunity to visit a home that has seen so much of our nation's history and has been supportive of so many veterans through so many centuries of these early years in America. So the daughters and I would like to say thank you. Thank you for standing up and taking a sacred oath of one that I'm sure impacts your daily lives. So the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution has a long history of supporting, recognizing, and honoring our nation's military. We would not be the nation we are today without the millions of men and women who stood up and provided and fought for our freedoms and for so many others around the world to give them their freedoms. we recognize the family members, the business owners, and the common citizens who've done so many great things to support our veterans. On a more personal note, I'm the daughter of a Navy officer who saw the Korean War and the Vietnam conflict from the decks of aircraft carriers and destroyers. I'm also the wife of a medically retired Army officer who was deployed multiple times throughout the Middle East. So I understand what being a part of a veteran family truly is and the toll that it can take, not only on the veteran, but the family too. So hospice care isn't easy. It's one that is a desperate, thing for people to be able to have to go through and to be in that point in their lives, and I truly understand that. The John Alexander chapter is grateful for the volunteers and the team members from the Capital Caring Hospice who do this thing and support the members of our community. So we understand how much of a challenge it truly can be, and we are most appreciative and most grateful for those who find it in their time, in their hearts, to be able to provide those services to our veterans and others in the community. So thank you for all that you do. I hope this Veterans Day is filled with fond memories and family.